Okay, I'm just going to provide a quick walkthrough of this Yoesoid, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this Yoesoid portable power pack. First is the size. As you can see, it's relatively small. If I compare it to my Samsung smartphone, the Samsung phone is actually a little bit bigger than this in terms of length and width. As you might guess, the power pack is thicker because it's supporting a battery in there and a bit heavier. The most obvious physical feature of this device is the solar panel, which is built into the top. So you can use the sun to recharge the battery. The only thing I'll point out about that function is that if your battery is fully discharged, it takes several days with full sun to completely recharge the battery. So if you're out in a remote area, that's great, but if you have available electricity and you need to recharge your device, you might want to think about that as your way for recharging. Okay, if we go to the bottom end of this, just below the status lights, if I open that hatch, you see 3 ports. There are 2 USB ports at opposite ends. Those are for charging your smart devices, so your smartphone, your tablets, what have you. And then the center port, the opposite end of the USB plug, is for charging the Yoesoid. Okay, so it's fairly simple, just a small device with 2 ports for charging, 1 port to be charged, solar panel for alternative charging. Just 2 other features I'll point out. One is on the bottom, there is a compass. So if you're using this when out hiking or camping, you might want to use the compass to help you make sure you don't get lost. And then finally, on the opposite end are 2 LED bulbs that provide a fairly nice flashlight. So the button for turning the flashlight on is in the opposite corner. And if I press that button, and I'm pressing the wrong spot, so there I go, I'm pressing that button. As you can see, the light is pretty bright. And if I alternate clicks on this on button, I can get different warning lights. So there's a slow flash, which is actually, if I'm seeing this correctly, is SOS. So when you've got a problem, or this fast flash, which doesn't have a specific meaning, but is hopefully going to get somebody's attention if you need it. Okay, so that's the Yoesoid portable power pack with solar charger. One final comment I'll make, these LED flashlights are basically pretty low power consumption, and since I'm powering this with a large battery, the lifetime of this flashlight, if you're using it strictly as a flashlight, say during a power outage, you'll get 50+ hours of life out of the flashlight. Okay, so that's the Yoesoid portable power pack.